I blocked the eye because of peace of mind, because it's Google Glass equivalent. I got 2 light-emitting diodes, and the light-emitting diodes in Google Glass allows it to take videos and to see through Google Glass and record communications. Anyway, I'm going to tell you, I called the Social Security Administration just a few minutes ago, and I told them that I gave them evidence of a dual VISC, and I'm going to call them back in about 15 minutes. And this is the problem, okay? Now, the state has put the burden on the feds on this optogenetics implant and didn't tell the feds during an SSI review for benefits, okay? Now, the feds knew that I have optogenetics because they're partners with the state, okay? Because they know everything. They're blighting our surveillance, okay? And they're the Treasury Department. They know everything, all right? I didn't get SSI for 2 years, and they knew that I had optogenetics. You can't grant SSI and say someone's disabled. Now, I proved disabilities. I was disabled before the implant. I was deemed disabled with impaired disabilities, Department of Education. Impaired disabilities means psychological and learning disabilities. I had visual impairment in 1983 from trauma to the right eye, damaged retina. Cataract 2005 was the second trauma to the right eye, increased the cataract, okay? And I have internal hearing aids. And I failed special education as the merit of impaired disabilities, okay? Now, you can't grant SSI and use optogenetics to use radiation therapy and cell therapy from solar power satellites and laser transmitting and laser processing systems of satellites with satellites targeting optogenetics, and use cell therapy to turn off basket cells to get an MRI and to manipulate cells with light to show an MRI of lesser basket cells when the subject's disabled before the implant with basket cells, and the subject's disabled before the implant, and the implant causes disabilities because of radiation therapy, increases cell damages and cancer, okay? That's exactly what it is. And mental distress. I'm bipolar for life, dude. I had psychological problems as a child and paranoia through my teenage years and an adult, younger adult, and now. And nothing's changed in my case. I lost 3 marriages behind paranoia and my jobs behind mood disorders. See? Now, the government knows that I have optogenetics and a Milstar satellite because that's intelligent surveillance reconnaissance. Intelligent surveillance reconnaissance is federal government, and the SSA is federal government. Department of Justice is federal government, and blatant surveillance and Civil Rights Division in Washington and Federal Department of Justice and State Department of Justice is Milstar satellites, okay? And the Kiari type equivalent. They're the same as Kiari, Japanese optical communication, fiber optical communication satellites. And microchips are injectable optogenetic diodes. That's what they are. So I've been correct on everything. You got a microprocessor lodged in the side of my eye with Ryer prosthetics, an injectable diode that's Chandler Dawson, that's a dual VISC, okay? And I got evidence of a dual VISC. I provided medical proof of a dual VISC, and I still can't get relief. You can't grant Social Security and try to cure disabilities and then charge the person with fraud when the person's disabled before the implant and disabled with the implant. And it's a total infringement of rights. I can't ever have a free will. My free will's gone. They're trying to control my thinking, my behavior, my memory, everything by this optogenetics implant. It's a light switch for neurons. Turning off someone's cells and affecting somebody's brain cells using fiber optical communications and radiation. What if you turn off the cell to my heart or my brain? Then I die, man. That's attempted murder, and you can see through my eye using Google Glass. That's 647 under the penal code. That falls into provisions of a 290 case. You entities can see through my eyes. So take a lie detector test. It's the law, man. I'm fucking mad about this situation, dude. I want my fucking money, dude.